Greetings, everyone. Dennis Easter here once again, talking to you about what's upcoming at the Pasadena Foursquare Church this coming Sunday. We've been in a series called Pilgrimage, A Journey to the Heart of God. And we're using, as you know by now, Psalm 120 to Psalm 134, which are affectionately known as the Psalms of Ascent. And what it means by that is these are the kind of songs that were sung. This was the narrative that guided God's people as they were journeying from where they were at to where God wanted them to be. I've affectionately referred to it as the hymn book of God's people. But I love what Jennifer Thigpen said last Sunday when she was preaching, and what a great message that was. But she referred to it as a pilgrimage playlist. I think that's pretty cool. So whether you think of it as a hymn book or a playlist, it really is informing the narrative of our story as we close in on our relationship with God during this incredible Lenten season and beyond. And so this book is helping us to gain a perspective that is important as we make the transformation to who God is calling us to be from where we find ourselves. Now, I want to talk about Psalm 123 just for a moment because read ahead, but Psalm 123 is a bit of a gut check. I mean, really, it's like maybe a reality check. It's like we're making all this great progress. We're doing really good week after week. And then you come to Psalm 123, and it almost has the language of starting over again. And man, it sounds very familiar to Psalm 120. It's like, well, it reminds me of a prophecy that someone once gave at a church when I was first pastoring as a very young man. And they said, the Lord would say unto you, you're taking 3 steps forward, and you're falling two steps back. But the Lord wants to encourage you. You're making progress. Of course, we all laughed at that prophetic word. It was basically like God was saying, congratulations, you're failing forward. But in truth, that's what this psalm is telling us. This psalm is telling us that in our journey to the heart of God, it's not a linear journey, like point A to B and no side journeys, no detours, nothing. It's just a straight line. But the truth is, it's a rather circuitous journey to the heart of God. And it's more than we anticipated at times and more than we'd even hoped for. We thought our progress would be so much better than this. But what we do is we tend to make decisions or life impacts us along the way. And the progress we made, well, we tend to lose some of that progress. We fall back into patterns that we were stepping away from. We fall back into ways of thinking that maybe the Lord was helping us to get free from. We fall into some despair where hope was supposed to reign. But the point is that this psalm is a realistic psalm reminding us that every journey is going to have its setbacks. But here's the really important part of this journey, is that in this journey, and this is what the psalm will teach us about relying on the mercy of God, is that God never gives up on us. We give up on ourselves. So if we're not perfect in our response, we consider ourselves a failure. But the only failure is when you quit, not when you fall. So here's a reality check. As you make progress in the Lord, you're going to fall back ever so often. But the reality is the mercies of God are fresh every morning, and He wants us to arrive at the place He has for us in our life. That's what Psalm 123 is all about. It's going to be a bit of a gut check, but it's going to be filled with promise as well. So we'll see you this Sunday, either on person or online, as we continue our pilgrimage to the heart of God. Peace be with you.